Transform setbacks into setups for a remarkable comeback.
Imagine stumbling, falling, then rising only to fall again. Sounds discouraging, right? But what if I told you that each fall, each setback holds the secret recipe for success? In our lives, failure is often seen as a dark, dreaded endpoint, something to avoid at all costs. But let's flip the video. What if failure is not the pitfall we fear, but a ladder to our highest goals? Today, we're looking into a journey that redefines failure. We'll explore why encountering failure isn't just a part of life, but a fundamental step towards achieving your dreams. Every misstep, every defeat, carries invaluable lessons that pave the way to success. By understanding and accepting this, we can transform the way we approach our goals and ultimately, our lives. So, let's start on this enlightening path together, discovering how repeated failures are not merely stumbling blocks, but stepping stones to triumph. Let's talk about some of the biggest myths about failure head-on. You've likely heard that failure is a sign of weakness, a final state from which there's no coming back. But what if we've been misled by these age-old myths? Failure isn't the end of the road. It's a vital part of the journey. Imagine every setback as a question posed by life itself. Each time we stumble, life is asking, "What will you learn from this?" This perspective shifts our view of failure from a mark of defeat to a necessary step toward greater achievements. It's in these moments, when things don't go as planned, that we gain the most profound insights and learn lessons that success could never teach us. So, let's clear the air. Failure is not a blockade. It's a gateway, opening up paths we might never have discovered otherwise. Looking into the psychology behind failure and success unveils some powerful theories that highlight why not all is lost when we fail. One of the most influential concepts here is the distinction between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset, developed by psychologist Carol Dweck. People with a growth mindset see their abilities as qualities that can be developed through dedication and hard work. They understand that mastery is a continuous process, fueled by challenges and learning from failures. Conversely, those with a fixed mindset perceive their abilities as static, leading them to avoid challenges for fear of failing. This understanding brings us to the essential roles of resilience and perseverance. With a growth mindset, resilience emerges naturally as the ability to bounce back stronger after setbacks. It's about having the perseverance to continue pushing forward, regardless of how many times we've been knocked down. This tenacity is what allows individuals to use failure as a powerful lever for success, transforming potential stumbling blocks into stepping stones toward their ultimate goals. By adopting this mindset, every challenge faced and every failure encountered is not just an obstacle, but an opportunity for growth and improvement. In our journey through life, not all failures weigh the same, nor do they offer the same lessons. Understanding the different types of failures can dramatically change our approach and response to them. First, there's strategic failure. This happens when we experiment or take calculated risks. It's about testing boundaries and trying new things, where the valuable feedback from these failures guides future strategies. Then, there are inevitable failures. These occur in everyone's life, no matter how cautious or strategic you are. They're often due to factors beyond our control, but they teach us to adapt, anticipate, and prepare for the unexpected. Lastly, catastrophic failures, although painful, can redefine our paths. They might seem devastating, but they also dismantle barriers that block new pathways and opportunities. They force a reset, often leading to profound personal and professional growth. To use these failures effectively, it's crucial to first identify which type you're dealing with. Ask yourself, what can this particular failure teach me? What new opportunities does it present? For strategic failures, focus on refining your approaches based on what you've learned. With inevitable failures, enhance your adaptability and contingency planning. And for catastrophic failures, seek the hidden opportunities in the wreckage. Each type, if went through wisely, opens a different door to learning and eventually to success. When you encounter failure, the first step is to pause and reflect, not to recoil or retreat. Take a moment to objectively assess what happened. Understanding the why behind the failure is crucial. It allows you to pinpoint what can be improved upon next time. Start by asking yourself specific questions. What worked? What didn't? How can I adjust my approach? Next, maintain your emotional health by keeping a journal of your thoughts and emotions during these times. Writing down your frustrations and disappointments can help clear your mind and reduce the emotional weight of the experience. This practice not only aids in processing emotions, but also in tracking your growth and resilience over time. Consciously shift your perspective on failure. Instead of viewing it as a negative endpoint, consider it a vital feedback mechanism. This shift in perspective reduces the fear of failing and encourages a more experimental and innovative approach to challenges. Set small, manageable goals to help rebuild your confidence. These goals should be directly related to the areas you identified as needing improvement. Achieving these smaller goals will provide positive reinforcement, build momentum, and prove that progress, no matter how incremental, is still progress. By following these steps, you turn each failure into a constructive lesson that not only builds your skills, but also fortifies your emotional resilience, preparing you for greater challenges and successes ahead. Setting realistic expectations is the cornerstone of recognizing and measuring progress on your journey from failure to success. Begin by defining clear, attainable goals that align with your long-term objectives. These goals should challenge you but remain achievable with effort and perseverance. To effectively measure your progress, track both quantitative and qualitative changes. Quantitative measurements might include specific milestones or metrics, depending on your goals, such as sales figures, completion times, or productivity rates. Qualitative measurements, on the other hand, assess changes in your skills, mindset, and overall approach to challenges. Be vigilant for signs of progress, which often manifest subtly. These signs might include an increased comfort with tasks that previously intimidated you, a quicker recovery from setbacks, or a noticeable improvement in decision-making or problem-solving abilities. Recognizing when to pivot strategies is equally important. If consistent efforts are not yielding improvements, or if external conditions have changed significantly, reassess your approach. This might mean setting new goals, adjusting your methods, or even seeking additional resources or training. By staying flexible and responsive to the feedback your experiences provide, you ensure that your path to success is as effective and efficient as possible. Developing a mindset that accepts failure as a natural part of the journey to success is fundamental. Start by redefining what failure means to you. Instead of seeing it as a setback, view it as a necessary step forward, an integral part of refining your process and honing your skills. This shift in perception removes the fear of failing and replaces it with a curiosity to learn and grow. To maintain motivation and focus despite setbacks, regularly remind yourself of your ultimate goals. Visualize achieving these goals and the feelings associated with that success. This visualization serves as a powerful motivator, keeping you driven even when obstacles arise. Additionally, establish a routine that includes time for reflection and mindfulness. This helps manage stress and keeps you centered, ensuring you're not overwhelmed by temporary defeats. Regularly set aside time to acknowledge small victories along your path. This practice cultivates a positive atmosphere and reinforces the value of every step you take, no matter how small. Surround yourself with a support network of peers, mentors, or a community that shares your aspirations. This network can provide encouragement, share insights, and keep you accountable. which is invaluable when going through times of doubt or failure. With these strategies, you steadily build a resilient, success-oriented mindset, equipped to handle any challenges that come your way. Maintaining a healthy balance between accepting failure and striving for excellence is crucial. It's important to recognize that while failure is a part of growth, it should not be seen as an endpoint or an excuse for not putting in full effort. The key is not to glorify failure to the extent that it becomes a comfort zone, leading to complacency or mediocrity. To ensure you maintain this balance, focus on learning from each failure, without letting it define you or your capabilities. Each setback should be analyzed critically. What lessons can be drawn? How can these insights propel you towards excellence? This reflective practice ensures that failures are stepping stones and not stopping points. Set high standards for yourself and continually seek ways to surpass them. This does not mean setting unrealistic goals that set you up for failure, but rather establishing clear, challenging, yet achievable targets that push you to excel. Celebrate the small successes along your journey. These milestones are affirmations of your progress and reminders of your potential. Keep refining your approach based on feedback and outcomes. This adaptability prevents stagnation and encourages continuous improvement, ensuring that your acceptance of failure fuels your pursuit of excellence, not an acceptance of lower standards. By actively learning and adjusting, you keep your standards high and your goals within reach. As we wrap up our journey together today, let's reflect on what we've explored about transforming failure into a powerful ally on the path to success. We've debunked myths about failure, highlighting that it's not a final state but a stepping stone to greater achievements. We've looked into the psychological theories that support the benefits of a growth mindset and the essential roles of resilience and perseverance. We've identified different types of failures: strategic, inevitable, and catastrophic, and learned how each can uniquely contribute to our growth and ultimate success. We've outlined practical steps to take after failing, which help turn these experiences into opportunities for learning and advancement. We've also discussed how to measure progress and recognize when it might be time to pivot strategies, all while developing a success-oriented mindset and maintaining a balance between accepting failures and striving for excellence. Now, I encourage you to shift your perspective on failure. See it not as a deterrent, but as an invaluable teacher. Apply these insights to both your personal and professional life, and watch as new doors open and opportunities arise. Let's transform the way we view challenges and redefine what it means to succeed. If you found value in this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Your engagement helps us keep producing quality content and supports our journey together in learning and growth. Here's to turning every setback into a setup for a remarkable comeback. Thank you for watching, and remember to keep striving, keep learning, and keep growing.